It's time for today's travel and cruise industry news. With the latest from travel and cruises around the world, here's your host, Chillie Falls.
Hey, good morning and welcome to the Travel and Cruise Industry News Podcast on this Monday morning, the 12th of February. 12th of February. Let's not get the day screwed up, Chillie. Back in studio. It's been a little bit nutty around here. But that happens when you've been gone for several weeks. Try to come back and get everything done at once. It doesn't work out that way. All right, we got a whole bunch of stories this morning, folks, and got some information for you. The lead headline today is the CDC Investigates Mysterious Illness. Also today, 2 women drugged, raped at a resort. Iceland volcano eruption. Damaged pier forces Carnival changes. Plans for the Carnival Jubilee naming ceremony. Cruise line partners with Formula One team. Carnival Vista returns to action. And a passenger dies on a rescue helicopter. That and lots more here at 11 o'clock this morning. Today is National Plum Pudding Day. Yeah, no. That's not for me. So, but anyway, we'll celebrate the Plum Pudding Day. That's when you stick your thumb in it, or I don't know, whatever plum pudding is. If you're listening via the podcast, you're always welcome here. You can access the podcast via my blog, which is accessadventure.net, or wherever you get your podcasts from. Just search for Travel and Cruise Industry News, and up pops the Fat Travel Guy. If you ever want to jump over to the video feed, there's always a link in the description so you can do just that. So, all right, guys. 2 announcements. 1, tomorrow, I have an oncology appointment right now. So I'm going to do the show early. I don't know exactly when I get it done, 7:30, 8 o'clock. So I can get out of here by, 9:30-ish. Get, everything processed and get out of here. No, I've got to be there at 9:45. I need to be out here at 9:15. So oncology tomorrow. Not a thrill, but it's got to be done. The other thing, folks, a new effort for Cruise with Chillie. There probably will be 1 or 2 more scheduled before this, but for now, August the 14th, the Grand Princess from Vancouver to Anchorage. Chillie going back to Alaska with my friend Nate, of course. Right, so here's roughly the deal on the cruise. Let's see where it's right here. Sails out of Vancouver on August the 14th, today at sea. Then Ketchikan, Skagway 3 days in a row. Sailing Glacier Bay, Park and Preserve. And then on the 20th, cruising College Fjord. And into Whittier, Anchorage. Actually, it's Whittier for Anchorage. Now, at that point, you can have several options, folks. One, you can fly home from Anchorage. Secondly, if you might want to, you can stay on the boat and take the boat back to Vancouver. That'd be a 14-day cruise instead of a 7-day cruise. Or you could hook up with one of the Denali land packages from Anchorage. Just let us know. We'll figure it out. Nate, of course, when I was up there last year, he hooked me up with a whale watching tour. He hooked me up going to see the Iditarod puppies, which to me, that was the two thrills of my life. So anyway, I'm sure Nate will have some things to offer for that. We'll have excursions to go. So the Grand Princess Cruises. So Bonnie, get your princess out. Bonnie loves Princess Cruises. I've not been on the Grand Princess. I like Princess when I was on it last year. So solid to Alaska. Money wise, take that up. Solo balconies. Solo inside. Solo inside is about $615 access. Ocean view access. Free balconies. Rage this year. Solo balcony is $100. Of course, that's 100%. The inside and the ocean view, you get a break. It's not 100% supplement. You can see it's insides are fourth taxes and port charges. There's about $230 taxes and port charges. So $438 for insides, $510 for ocean views per person, plus taxes and port charges. To me, everything going to Alaska this year. The balconies are awful, I think. Now, I think the prices inside and pretty decent. I'm out on Epic, and no, it was not Epic. Yeah, it was on Epic. I had it actually. It was pretty nice. Could look out when I wanted to. Light out. It wasn't bad at all. You have to have a balcony. I understand that. I'm very comfortable. Doesn't bother me in the least, and for the amount of money you save. There, the $614 to $97 balcony. So $1,000 difference for a 7-day cruise. That's, of course, the Princess and all that stuff's about 60. So I had 400. Get what off? I don't know. And more credit. So there you go, folks. With Chillie, I will get the next day or two. We'll get some literature put together, information on it, and get circulated it around to my mailing media sites. But you can just call 432-5892 again. Alaska Cruise Grand 2024. All right, guys. The top story today, lead story, I guess you might want to call it. That's not the lead story. It ate the picture. Okay, so here's what we're going to do, folks. We're going to do the second story first. I'll figure out where the picture was. All right. Police in the Bahamas this week arrested 2 people on sexual assault charges after 2 American women on a Carnival cruise said they were drugged and raped while in the Caribbean country. A quick response by officers in Grand Bahama, the northernmost island in the Bahamas in the Atlantic Ocean, resulted in the arrest of a 54-year-old man of 8 Mile Rock and a 40-year-old man of South Bahamia after they allegedly sexually assaulted 2 women on Sunday. An attorney for one of the victims said his clients went on an excursion called Pirates Cove Beach Getaway and were taken to the island by a shuttle arranged by Carnival. There, the attorney said a resort staffer offered them 2-for-1 drink deal, and after taking just a few sips, they realized something was off with the beverages. Shortly after the reported rapes, local authorities and other staff at the resort were able to identify the men accused of sexually assaulting the women through video surveillance. The women took toxicology tests when they returned to the ship and reported the rapes. I will not release the names of the victims. I do not believe in that, although the Bahamians did. So there are social media reports and others who I think are less careful reporters are reporting the victims' names. Not good to do. To date, and this is why, police have not identified the men. So you're going to blast the name of the women and not say who the men are. That's not right. Anyway, I'm old school. I'm not going to talk about victims' names. All right, so the top story today, folks, that the picture is now missing for. I wonder if I have it quickly that I can get to. Well, I don't see it. All right. The CDC is investigating a cruise ship outbreak, but the actual cause remains a mystery several days after they started looking at it. More than 150 cases of sickness have occurred on Cunard's Queen Victoria since it docked in Florida in late January. The number of cases are totaled from the entire voyage, and not all are active. The cruise ship has since transited the Panama Canal and just left San Francisco for Hawaii. Passengers and crew reported symptoms of gastrointestinal illness. You know what that includes, so I'm not going to say that either. You know, it's just like it is for every gastrointestinal illness. Cunard has ramped up cleaning and disinfecting services to combat this and isolated passengers and crew with symptoms. The ship has carried 1,800 passengers, 979 crew members. The thing about this that I don't understand, folks, the cruise industry is very much aware of norovirus. We have norovirus on many ships. It just happens. This looks like, smells like, feels like norovirus. But why is it a mystery to the CDC? I don't understand. Is there something different that they're just not saying? I just found this one a little off-putting. You know, it looks like a duck and it quacks like a duck and it smells like a duck, it's probably a duck. I'm not sure I go with the mystery illness. Okay. I didn't mean to do that. I went to the wrong button. I kicked off the show start again. Yeah. All right, we got to go over and talk about Iceland. You know, we talked about this several times along the way, and it shot off here. What's it been? A couple months ago now. Iceland's latest volcanic eruption appeared to have ended this weekend, but left a trail of damage to roads, pipelines, cutting hot water to parts of the Reykjanes Peninsula during freezing temperatures. The eruption spewed orange lava 260 feet in the air from a 2-mile crack in the earth. However, drone footage showed no signs of activity by late Sunday. About 15 million cubic meters of molten rock have flowed from the ground in the first 7 hours of the eruption. It was the third eruption in the area just south of the capital of Reykjavik since December. The Blue Lagoon luxury geothermal spa, a tourist attraction, was closed to the public after lava covered its main access road, although the giant outdoor pool itself was unscathed. So maybe one of these days they'll get the Blue Lagoon back open again. Let's hope so. All right, next on the agenda, folks. Guest booked on the, that's not the right, what the, I see what that is. That's the Queen Victoria. It got moved. How did I do that? Oh, well. That was just the one I was supposed to have. And that's the Carnival Jubilee. So, yeah. Okay, so this has nothing to do with the picture, folks. Guests booked on the next 3 Western Caribbean sailings of the Carnival Horizon will not be visiting Ocho Rios, Jamaica as originally planned. The cruise line has notified guests that the ship will instead be docking in Falmouth, which is 38 miles further along the island's northern coast. 3 voyages for Carnival Horizon are February 11th, February 25th, and March 10th departures. Each of those sailings is a 6-night Western Caribbean itinerary that will also be visiting Grand Cayman as well as Cozumel. The essential repairs followed last week's rough weather when part of the pier in Ocho Rios collapsed, causing Carnival Magic to impact the damaged section. The chaotic situation involved Carnival Magic temporarily heading out to sea, leaving passengers ashore. I still think, can you imagine that? Your ship sails off after it just crashed into the dock, and you're sitting there going, dude, see my thumb? I'm trying to get back on the boat. Anyway, yeah, it all got straightened out. They picked up all the passengers, and they went on, after they figured out that it wasn't seriously injured, the ship, that is. All right, so it's going to take them a while to get the pier fixed there in Ocherias. So the horizon is going to go to Falmouth. Actually, folks, if I had my choice, I'd go to Falmouth. I like Falmouth a lot better than I like Ocherias. But that's me. So Falmouth was the last of the Margaritavilles that I went to in Jamaica. And they gave me the shirt for having visited all of the Margaritavilles in Jamaica. All right, now back to the Carnival Jubilee. That's that fellow down there, Galveston, Texas. The new Carnival Jubilee, sister ship to the wildly popular Mardi Gras and the Carnival celebration, will be officially christened on the 24th of February at Cruise Terminal 25 in Port of Galveston. Because of the naming festivities, the ship's regular embarkation will be later than typical, and guests are required to adhere to their arrival appointment windows. No early arrivals, folks, not for this one. Carnival Cruise Line has reached out to guests with a stern reminder about the arrival appointments, as well as the consequences of arriving early. Gwen Stefani will serve as godmother to the Carnival Jubilee. She also made a brief appearance last night on the Super Bowl. Saw it, throw that in. All right. Finally this morning, folks. Since the Netflix series Drive to Survive, the world of Formula One has opened up to many partnerships that bring cruises and F1 together. First, MSC Cruises became the official cruise partner of Formula One, and now Regent Seven Seas has partnered with Aston Martin Aramco Formula One team. The collaboration means Regent becomes the first official global cruise line partner of a Formula One team. For guests, it means the opportunity to win a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to combine a luxury cruise with a visit to the Imola Grand Prix in Italy, VIP driving experiences, and private tours of the racing team's campus in Silverstone, England. And finally, this morning, folks, no, it's not finally this morning. I got two more stories yet, folks. A Carnival Vista cruise ship returned to Port Canaveral after completing a 30-day dry dock refurbishment, during which she underwent several enhancements. Notable upgrades include the new paint job, the red, white, and blue iconic livery. I know. Dennis will fuss at me for calling it a paint job. I just don't like calling it a livery. That reminds me of a barn. And anyway, that's neither here nor there. It also, they've added the Heroes Tribute Bar and Lounge. That's pretty nice, honoring our servicemen and women. Some new retail shops, a revamped teen club, a video arcade, and an expanded casino, among other things. So it'll be good to have the Vista back. I hope the Azapod got replaced or whatever they had to do to fix the Azapods on the ship. And finally today, folks, a French passenger sailing on board Costa Fascinosa died yesterday morning during an emergency evacuation by a sea rescue helicopter. The 77-year-old passenger suffered a heart attack when the ship was about 50 miles from Mallorca the death of the French tourist was due to natural causes after suffering a sudden heart attack and ending in cardiac arrest. So, sad thing from the Costa Fascinosa. All right, that's going to actually end the news portion of today's show. So let's go see who's in the chat room fussing at me today. I can't believe I lost like 5 pictures out of my uploading this morning. I mean, I know it did other work, but it's one thing to lose one, but good heavens. All right, don't forget, guys, tomorrow I'm going to do the show as early as I can, so I can get on to the oncologist. Hotter Tom's with us. Says, good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Virginia, fearless leader. Yeah, I'm going to be here for a while, looks like. Well, I don't know. Let's just say as I have free time, I'm looking to take off and go again. That's what I'm looking for. But I got some things I want to check out. I want to check out Norfolk. I'd like to, I can't get a cruise out of there at a reasonable price. I need to go down there, at least visit the place. Maybe have some lunch or something. Steve's with us out in Kentucky. Says good morning to everybody. There's Katie. Morning, Chillie. Glad to see you back safely. Yeah, it was, I've been driving 5.5 to 6 hours, and that was my limit. So I pushed it coming home, and I went to about 8.5. So instead of Port Canaveral to here in 2 days, I went Miami to here in 2 days. So it was a little more driving. Yes, I was tired both days, but not any different than I was when I did the, 5.5 before. So, it wasn't terribly bad. I did see 2 birds that I didn't know what the heck they were. Of course, Amanda being a former zookeeper, I had to ask her what they were because I said it was an egret-like bird, meaning a waving bird, only a thinner body and much taller, and had an orange hat on. Now, I mean, that's perfectly clear to a complete dummy when it comes to birds, isn't it? Well, she ran through a bunch of things and finally came up with a sandhill crane. I think that's what it was. Some kind of crane. I'd never seen one before. 2 of them right alongside the road. I'm thinking, dude, you're just on 95. These people are idiots driving on this road. Go back in the swamp or wherever you eat. Let's see. There's Dennis. Hi, Dennis. Hot Air Tom says, is anyone else's sound cracking and breaking up? My audio is choppy a bit, says Joanne. Okay, then I need to work on that. Katie says I'm buffering. Well, I'm certainly showing my signal is good. I'm using the same audio that I've used. All right, I'll run some tests on it before tomorrow, folks. Sorry about that. Yes, Tom, I just refreshed to see if it was only me. Same going on from you. Sorry, I'm really sorry, guys. Weird. Video quality is good. Actually, sound is the simple part. There's Amy. Hi, Amy. Denise is here. Audio is breaking up. Yeah, everybody's saying that. I don't know why. I will see if I can figure that out. I'm not sure. This is going to go. Okay, let me make a quick try at something and see if I can make a change. Microphone. That's not testing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is that any better? Testing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Give me a yes or no, please. Is that any better? All good now. Don't touch anything. Huh. Okay, so it's good now. Audio is breaking up really bad. Amy, saw you on hard travel. Okay. Tom and Chillie, Dennis. Tom, tell him to refresh. Katie, not making sense now. Steve says, is it loud for anyone else? Yes, everyone seems better now. Heard 2 girls were from Kentucky. Yeah, they were. Dennis, audio is good now. Much better. FFS, wash your. Yeah, of course, wash your hands. Wash your hands constantly. I've got to get my little handheld one that I keep right here on my desk. That's just about gone. I've got maybe 2 more in this one. So I've either got to go refill it or get another one. I do this all the time. Since audio is working now, we should delete earlier comments to Chillie. Doesn't try to fix it. Sorry. Yeah, because that's exactly what I'm going to do. Emily's here, says hello to everyone. Everyone wish Emily a big snowstorm. Yeah, she's going to get buried. There's Bonnie. Hi, Chillie and friends. Good to see you, Bonnie. Emily says they're on our news out here. Our New York Cuomo TV journalist guy is helping them. Great. We may get up to 7 inches because of where we are. Yeah, I was looking at the maps this morning. It does look like you've got a pretty good shot at getting some in. Thankfully, I don't think we're going to get any here in Virginia. Moving fast, then going up to Canada. Look out, Canada. Keep you posted. Thanks, Em. Chillie, audio is breaking up, or is that just my ears hearing it? A reminder that it's only the azopods of ABB that have been defective. Bonnie, yes, it's happening again, but seems okay again. I'm up for a trip with you to Norfolk to see the sights. Is the spirit of Norfolk back in business after its fire? I don't know. Yep, sandhill cranes. Costa fascinosa. Fascinosa. Okay, I got to put more of a she in there. Fascinosa. I never heard of those birds. Have to Google them. Yeah, well, that's. And then it says all good now. I don't know why it's going and coming. That's troubling. All good now. Don't touch anything. I'm not. Hear you. Yes, better. Yes, good. Sandhill cranes are all along the east coast near I-95, near the Intercoastal Waterway from Florida up through Georgia. Well, I saw these down back your neck of the woods, Spawny, as I was rolling through. No snow in South Florida. I hope not, because that means I would get it too. Sandhill cranes will stop traffic. They mate for life. So if one dies on the road, its partner will stay with it. They're big birds. And Bonnie says, that's so sad. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, they're pretty good size. I mean, they're tall but they're narrow. They're thin, kind of thin bodied, where an egret is much shorter and squattier, I think is the way I would put it. When's your next cruise? The only thing I have scheduled is the new Alaska cruise that I talked about earlier. So I'm going to be doing something. I just don't know what yet. I'm looking for a good deal, quite frankly. With the money, financial hits I've had here at home this year, I can't spend a whole lot of money. So I'm going to look for something dirt cheap. And maybe a short timer, you can catch something next to nothing if you can sail in, a week from now instead of 6 months from now. So, all right, guys, that's going to wrap me up for today. My apologies for the audio. I will work on it some to see if I can figure out what went wrong and what I need to do. So we'll see. All right, guys, tomorrow's show is going to be early. I don't know how early. It depends on when I get up and how much news there is. But it'll be early sometime, 8 o'clock-ish, maybe a little earlier if I can, so I can roll out of here by 9:15 to get to the oncology appointment. So, all right, guys, that's going to wrap me up for today. Thanks for being here. Hit that thumbs up button if you haven't already. If you have not subscribed, please consider doing so. We're up to, what are we up to? 3350 now, I think it is. Is that what the count was this morning? 3352. Yeah, 3352 as of right now. So we're heading quickly to 3,400. So, all right, guys, that's it for today. I'll see everybody back here, same time, same channel, tomorrow morning. Just, no, not the same time, different time, same channel. I'll screw it up. You know me, I will. Different, same, yeah, whatever. Different time. Here, tomorrow. Whenever I get going, I'll go live. Yeah, how's that for official? All right, guys. As always, stay safe, stay healthy, think about cruising. Hopefully one day soon we'll all get together on the high seas. Have a great day, everybody. Stay out of trouble out here, Tom. Talk to you tomorrow.
I regularly post videos on all facets of the travel and cruise industry. So if you'd like to keep up with the latest in cruise ships, ports of call, cruises themselves, Chillie chats, and travel and cruise industry news, just hit the little subscribe button in the lower right-hand corner, hit the bell notification so you'll be notified when a new video is up or we go live. This video was produced by Chilliescruises.